here we are at the Mur Pass, leading north to the Sacred Mountain. Volfred indicating it's the only way to reach the base of Mount Allodial, where we perform the rite, and then we get to rejoin society. And now Volfred is we're gonna get in there. We're gonna dig in. We're gonna secretly mess with and influence society from within. So this game is so gorgeous. Beyond lies Mount Allodial. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we'll need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent.
Welcome to the Math Squad.
What's up, King Box? Thank you. The sacred mountain of Allodial, on whom the rites were conceived. The peak of Dunk Mountain. Alright, so the Beyonder wants Hedwyn. So let's do that. You call upon me for some purpose, my reader? Yeah, girl, I do. You need to trial my scribes here. Yeah, it's just him. All right, he's got items already. Let's do it. You ask Sandra to administer one of the special trials for Hedwyn. Oh, you must mean that nomad boy. So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then, let us bring him forth. Soon Hedwyn appears, in heed of the summons. Hey, my friend, what's going on? Nomads such as Hedwyn have a balanced abilities in the right. Yeah, he's the Mario, right? The apparition, Sandra, appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, boy, you answer to me here. Understood. You're a fool. Don't talk back to me. Did he? Was that talking back? Your reliance on your friends is a burden upon them. Let us see what you can do without their aid. Save that for your lovely reader there. Thanks, corn dogs. All right. 1v3 in the sacred dunking ground. God. Oh, I almost made it. I guess I could just jump and dunk on that thing. There we go. Dunked it. All right. Oh, get out of here, doggo. You don't get to score slam dunks. Only me. Oh, that's really close. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the time the AI kind of goes easy on me. Like, it's not that the game is too easy, but there are moments where I'm like, oh, you could have got me there, but you chose not to, it seems like. Or like where they're about to score and they'll throw the ball like nearby or they'll pass. I think because we're still in the tutorial section of the game is still sort of teaching us like what to be on the lookout for and how to like navigate that stuff. Yeah, there you go. I'm just playing it on standard difficulty, which is the difficulty by which all games should be judged. There we go. Yeah, right. So it gets brutal later. That's fine. It's good. A good like level curve, a good difficulty curve is important. We did it! You did indeed. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Now farewell.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
Welcome back, Ventariel. Welcome back. Yeah, right. How dare the tutorial try not to kick my ass. How dare. Good to be back after all that. Say, what's that you have there? I got a special item for you, nerd. So you can detach from that one. Heaven Power casts his aura with greater ease and gains infinite stamina for 2 seconds on a hit. Oh, cool. All right, great. Let's go do the story thing. Oh wait, somebody wants to talk to me. Who is it?
Huh.
Oh, okay. Wolfred, I'll talk to you. I'm interested in him.
Welcome to the Math Squad.
Thank you. There you are, my kin. There was something which I wanted to discuss with you in private. Wolfred stares at you rather intently, as if reaching out to you, and then... Why isn't he speaking English in my brain? You do know what it means to be a reader. Those, such as we are not limited to reading pages from a book. Ooh, sparkles. Though your ability in this, I sense, is nascent still. Mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see as well now they haven't told you yet. Your friends, and that explains a lot. What secrets are they keeping from me? I must know. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. What? But... I had wondered why you would insist on pressing forward with this group in light of this. The answer then was plain. You did not know or fully realized. They did not deceive you, by the way. There's no reason they would know themselves other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected when we first met, you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part yet. Wolfred breaks free of you and then looks at you again. He speaks to you as normal. It is plain you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you're getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you return, if that's what you had in mind. So again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome, but this journey we are on, it has no guarantees. Not for you, nor any one of us. Do you understand? There's more at stake here than your freedom alone, and besides, perhaps there's a way. You've learned in life to keep your expectations low and tempered, or say nothing. So again, this is a good example of the game giving us either the illusion of choice, depending on how this affects the actual gameplay, or this is the game doing that like leading question thing where it's like, you can't end the game here. I hate when games do that, right? This is where "but thou must" comes from, where the game is like, do you want to abandon your quest? And you're like, yes. And they're like, you can't. But I want to, but you can't. But I want to, but you can't. But you can't. But I want to. No. So this is a much cooler way to do this, game designers. Offer your players a way to flavor the choice. Yeah, exactly. Give them a degree of narrative influence that doesn't go to that bad place. Yeah. I like it. All right. I understand, but there's more at stake. I don't care. Or... if you really wish to know my thoughts, you know where to find them. I like that one. That one's good. You stare back at Wolfred, betraying no response or thought about the warnings he provided you just now. I think I understand completely there, my kin, as long as you, too, understand. I do not wish for you to undertake this journey on false pretenses. It is simple. Know that we have much at stake here, in this anyway, much more than just a shot at going back into the Commonwealth which cast us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Ha! 'Cause he's a tree! Stick around. Until then. He strides out of the wagon, leaving you with your thoughts. Alright. Discuss the plan. Earlier, Wolfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait. Well, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back, one by one or not at all.
Welcome to the Math Squad.
Welcome to the squad, mighty warden. Thank you. But I thought I swore we'd go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time. And this is only the first phase. Yeah, Material Daft, thank you. You, Hedwin, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Allodial, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribes Gate. It is said the Scribes themselves watch over Scribes Gate. Right, the Scribes are like the 8 gods of this setting. The judgment of the Scribes determines who can cross and who is sent the fast way down. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if they did not merely skim that chapter of the book. Afterward, we'll reach the Fall of Solium, one of Downside's celestial landmarks, the temple at the highest point in Downside, to honor the 8 scribes. And meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius. You'll know him when you see him. The Tempers, a triumvirate, closest rival of the Nightwings. Ignarius is a notorious demon leader. This is great, we get to see our second demon. Both you and they shall choose someone from their respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirate prevails, there somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Metal Gear? Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in and clothed and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about this. The same Commonwealth that says the sentence into exiles forever and freed from the downside is impossible? Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So that's it. We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays. It's like the temple in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. For most of us participating in the rites, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it should be a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on the way up. Bulford leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. At dawn, you begin your ascent of Mount Allodial. Like, I feel like I just have to keep leveling up the best girl. Ah, but she's gonna get enough level. No, she'll get enough experience to get to level 5. Next rank. So let's level someone else. Just because I don't want to like, I'm not wasting it on her, but there's so many experience points that'll just, I assume that's a cap. So let's mentor this boy. Sure thing, friend. I appreciate the offer. Where to begin? You and Hedwin go over his understanding of his aura, his wrongdoings, and his connection to the presence, both physical and spiritual. The discussion proves informative. Oh yeah, Horn Girl is the greatest. To banish with a single touch? I don't think I'll get used to that. Look at her, I love her so much.
Our illustrious
Hi, Hobo.
returns. Welcome home.
Welcome back. Yeah, let's take a quick look at my squadron here. Yeah, look at her. Oh, girl, you're the best. Jodariel. That boy. Wing girl. Alright. Let's, yeah, let's continue. Ironically, Lord Ventimorph, Jodariel is not Bay. Bay is Bay. What's her face? The ugly one. Whoa. This is cool. The big demon statue. Here before you lies Mount Allodial, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather around again before Bulfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. See, like, I now suddenly, like, give, like, a lot of shits about the narrative. I didn't care really at all when we were running around in the tutorial picking up party members, but, like, I'm actually really curious about learning the lore of the Commonwealth and, like, what all those secrets are. Sandalwood here, like, fixed the game for me. Now then, you have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking. Go on, ask away. But there's only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be? Go on now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madam? That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rites. What is it they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. Pitting a bunch of people who all want their freedom against each other is like dangerous business. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Yeah, Ion, that's a great idea for a campaign setting. A world in which you are all exiles from somewhere else and you can't escape, and everyone is trying to find their way out. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, yes, all hail to Judariel, beautiful demon princess. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire, thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rites. This is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I've been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for someone appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted many little eyes and ears throughout the land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound, took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwin over there, when he was tasked with seeking two trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. I think having a campaign setting like that, if we can take a side step back to that conversation, having a setting where it's like a prison plane, right, that people live in, allows you to have parties that are like a Triton, a Kobold, a Furbolg, and a human, and have it make sense in a world, because in regular D&D, it's always so annoying because you're like, 85% of the population is humans. So why is the party never like that? Yeah, I dig it. The rites, as you've seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Right, that's why we're just wearing the Nighthawks, Nightwings? Whatever, we're wearing Nightwings jerseys, but we're not them. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. Yes, this is important. Volfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much as he's willing to tell you at this point. He prompts further questions when Judariel raises her voice again. Hold, you mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know why us? Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? I see. Well, but that is simple, really, madam. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say, because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain. Inshallah. Though in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the 8 created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood on the test of time, replenishing their numbers as the individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today. The accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes formed a special group against which all others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. So there you go, we're there to like test the mettle of the others. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments, you need but show up to the rites, you see. The others erstwhile jockey for position and a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up, Then, you little muppet, you deny yourself a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. God, this is the kind of lore dump I actually care about. This is great. Giving context to play. Okay, so, let me give you a quick, D&D example. In the Gorgon Valley, it rains 3 days a year. Otherwise, the valley is very dry. Kind of useful, maybe. You enter the Gorgon Valley on one of the days of rain. As you enter the village, you know a celebration is pending. Context, right? So now I actually care about why we're doing this. So that's very cool. Yeah, I'm into it. Victory means nothing in a common rite then. Participation is all that matters? Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be a teacher, the scribes favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites or who do not prevail in them sufficiently may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. You can't get into the playoffs unless you win some games. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free, yet still the other triumvirates pressed on with fleeting hope one day you would be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Volfred takes his leave. Some others reconnoiter pathways leading up the mountain and present you with some options. Emperor's Ascent, Emperor's Fall, and an unknown area. Okay. So Emperor's Ascent. Bay believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Palmitha expects long-lost valuables stashed in Emperor's Fall. Let's do what Bay says. We'll go Emperor's Ascent. The sublime beauty of Mount Allodial. I love sacred mountains. I gotta tell you, like, as a concept, holy mountains, they do it. They do it for me. I love them in settings. If your setting has a holy mountain, I'm like this much more interested in it. The sublime beauty of Mount Allodial, along with the thin air, is high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Bay has been positively bursting with excitement. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Aww, Tizo doesn't like the cold. You've been here before, Tizo, isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I think I'd stay. Unless maybe I got too cold or hungry. Wait, what's that? Something about her changes then. Wait, look, but Tizo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there? Tizo seems to be exclaiming something in utter disbelief. You see nothing, but Bay almost rises off her feet as the imp looks on, astonished. Was that the scribes? It was. I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. They said they told us we're welcome. We're welcome here. Bay runs off to spread the word among your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious, and in spite of everything, your spirits rise. Yeah. So, we're gonna get the enlightened, the most enlightened, get like chosen to return to the Commonwealth. Does that mean I'm gonna lose my best player? Don't take my Jodariel away from me. All right, so Hedwin wants to go to the Temple High Road, and Sir Gilman wants to go to the Sacred Water. Let's do Hedwin. You and Hedwin walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no sign of howlers, as Jody would say. No sign of anything at all. You sense something is troubling him. No, it's just... I've been giving lots of thought to everything Volfred's told us. Just in another couple of days, one of us might be gone all of a sudden. Or... I don't mean to put it that way. One of us could go free. We are on our way back home, one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The other night, we talked it over. When the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. Don't fucking Sophie's Choice me on this. Don't fucking Temple of Solomon me. You fuck. This might be all part of Volfred's plan, but we got here thanks to you. And even though I'm worrying right now about splitting us up, I guess if Volfred has his way, we'll all meet on the other side. Won't that be a day? Worst case, we keep failing in the rites and we get stuck here together, just like this. The two of you walk on in silence for a time. When at last you return to the wagon, Hedwin turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. I'll say this, I said it before, I'll say it again while we're playing this. If you like the aesthetics of this game, You
Return.
absolutely owe it to yourself to seek out Kill 6 Billion Demons. It's a comic series. It's being released page by page, but there are 2 graphic novels out. It is so cool, and the world building is so good. Kill 6 Billion Demons deserves its own video game so that we can get a soundtrack for it and we can get animation. Like, it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite things that I've recently sort of rediscovered and reread it. It's really good. Also, Githgon, thank you. Yeah, enlightenment earned, right? I'll lose my dudes. Yeah, that's right. There's a Powered by the Apocalypse RPG based on Kill 6 Billion Demons. It's called Reach Heaven Through Violence, I think. You can get it as part of the Patreon like backer or Broken Worlds. Right. Okay. Anyway, definitely check it out. It's a great comic. There's some other peripheral stuff. And you can find it. It's good shit. You and your companions gather at Scribes Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway of carved stone. Come along now, everyone. Be prepared to speak your mind when you're called. Frankly, most of you lack enlightenment, but we may pass together. Much how we act is with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel... Ooh, look at that hair. So smooth. The lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and the others follow. When the last of your... Wow! The character designs in this are just fucking blowing my mind. They're so good. Holy shit. Wow. That's so cool. When the last of your companions nears the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tariq? It is. Greetings, Celeste. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate. Aye. Then let us make this quick. Yeah, look, she's the sun, and he is the moon. What does Tariq mean in English? Tariq meaning. It's a Arabic name meaning morning star. Interesting. Or shooting star. Yeah. And Celeste obviously is celestial, of the skies, etc. She gestures towards the rest of you. Now, each of you in turn state who you are and what you seek while crossing the Scribes Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. The fellow exiles exchange glances but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwin the Deserter. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with the one whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next. I am regarded by the name of Ruki Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess. With my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home. I am Captain Judariel. I do not truly know as yet what I'm seeking here. Oh, my name is Bay, and I am here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, who, then? Hi, I'm Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion, at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He, lost it at a certain point. Pamitha Thane. I'm only here because my sister's here. Then as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. Like, the character designer is so good. So good. If people envision characters in Court of Swords looking even half as cool as this shit. Oh my god.
Welcome.
I wonder... Thornow 1, welcome to the squad, thank you. I wonder if this artist does commissions. I would love to commission Sully, Ramus, Berg, and Kalimat from her. Oh god, that would be so good. Oh, shit, I'm gonna write that down. I will see if I can find her email later. Gen Z commissions? Question mark? Okay. Then as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. You. I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You're not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings now stand before you. I travel with them as pilgrim. I see. Then state why you're here, as have the others. My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we might all stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. State who you are to traverse the Scribes' Gate. Oh, that's cool. Am I a crippled scholar? Am I an old farmhand? Am I a war orphan? I don't think I know who I am. I like being tabula rasa. You cannot for the life of you recall a time before arriving in the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your mind. Perhaps you wanted to forget the place. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. State also what you truly seek to traverse the Scribes' Gate. I'm playing to find out what happens. You just want to see your quest through to the end. You are not one to go through life examining whatever it is you desire. You take life as it comes and are content to appreciate some of the surprises. The one regards you for a time, then nods once and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tariq, I, Celeste, be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back. He does not look back at her. From the top of Mount Allodial, you see the distant downside before you. You think on the many thousand leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Alright, page revealed, the mercy shown, and we get one more chance to sell and buy. But I don't have I have like 3 coins, so I think we're good. Sorry, dude, I just don't have any money. Judariel, speak to me.
Welcome to the mouths.
Thank you, J. Peters. Judariel appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she's already in her raiments. Hedwyn soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Ruki? None as yet. Complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar then. I am certain that it is. The 3 of you exchange glances, but nothing is said or needs to be said. Soon, if Volfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Hey, what did I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet? Easy, Rookie. We've got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How fare your struggles with your mask, Greentail? Feeling a lot better, thanks. I just had to smash it repeatedly against a wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there. Good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here, soon. By dawn, in fact, if all goes well. If all goes well, that's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? How does her neck even support those horns? Like, she must have a elongated skull structure in the back. We can't see the back of her head, but her head must go further back so the horns can grow out of them. Because her ears, like, she has like almost a full human head in the front. So like, there would have to be more like out and then to like counterbalance, because it does look like they're just behind her head. Anyway, whatever. She's amazing. I love her. Well, it's just we might be breaking up the band here, people. If one of us gets out, that's been bugging us for a while. I thought we were getting out of here all at once. Shoots a look at you. Plus, also the horns are a curse, so it's not like they grew organically or anything. Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all. Hedwin slams his fist against the wall. Whoa, dude. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the four of us, we're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do, but we've been here since the start. I want you to know my promises to you, and I believe you'll do the same for me. So it's like this. If any one of us gets out, great, but it's just a start. We're going to do whatever it takes there on the other side to make sure the rest can come back here too. Can get back too. Well, you think they're gonna build a bridge if we ask nice? I don't know what it's gonna take, I just know we have to try.
Welcome to the math squad.
Thank you, Jan. Judariel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you, and to reassure herself. Ruki nods his head in turn, and Hedwin's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn to the door. The fall of Solium awaits, a vital step in your quest for freedom, yet you feel in your heart it shall only be the first.
Welcome to the math squad.
Elvin Kiyama, thank you. Welcome. What's this? River Frost. Cool. We got some cudgel head. All right, let's read that last book page. The mercy shown. The imp Haub and I, we helped to save my emperor, and when danger did subside, my emperor Solium Mur, he said something to me. He said, Nikto, Sirius, welcome back. My imp Haub and I, we helped save my emperor, and when the danger did subside, my emperor Solium Mur, he said something to me which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, you gave your freedom, Master Golathanian, so that I may yet have mine. You, too, now are an exile of the downside. In all the days which I have left, I could never repay the mercy you have shown me. So if I cannot do this in life, I shall do it in the next. We crossed that land together, and together with the imp, we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did. Yeah, 12 more, Blue Jay. 12 more. I like the little, like, side story of the Emperor. That's cool. All right, the Liberation Rite. Let's do this thing. Is everyone prepared, Edwin? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth. If we defeat the Tempers and the Rites this night, what happens if we fail? Edwin, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No? Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them will end up going free instead of you. It's as simple as that. What then is to be done? The very same if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. Tonight the plan is set in motion. We are united in our cause. We shall look as ever toward the stars for guidance and seize upon our future chances as they arise. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path.
Have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader. But Only if you can prevail in this liberation.
Oh, look at the two of them. Oh, that's so
You stand
cool.
to gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction. Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. She's like an angel.
To the math squad.
Yeah, Harith, welcome. DJ, thank you. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Tempers, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. AJ, welcome back. Here we go. A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. Ah! Ignarius is awesome. That's so good. You should know who I am already. But look what we got here. The damn Nightwings decided to show up. I almost figured we were never gonna see the day again. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. Exo rating. Hey, you. He indicates Judariel. She scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in these damn robes. Judariel's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asked. Satisfied? Whoa, you must be new. Blazeran, this has been really sports anime pretty much since the beginning. Judariel puts her mask back on. Enough talk. Huh, I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only shame is, I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. I should rather cut out my tongue. Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind, we should stick together. Now come on! Ignarius throws his mask back on as his allies snarl at the rest of you. The Nightwings reach a decision on whose behalf they conduct this rite. The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Reader, this is it. The first companion who you choose shall be anointed to go free this night if you prevail. The other two in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you may know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision. Right, so this is where we learn the level up thing.
Deserves their freedom.
Yeah. So how enlightened do you need to be here? Okay, there you go. So you need to be at least level 3, I guess. At least level 3 enlightenment to return to heaven. So here's the eternal conundrum. Do we let go of the ones we love so that they may return to the Commonwealth? Or do we send someone in their stead who we don't like as much? Right? Like it's our top, right, our top 3, okay. Ugh, God. Like, I want her around. I don't want her to leave the game. I put so much work into her. Do we damn someone? Yeah, do we damn someone by making them stay with us? Or do we let them go free? She's my favorite. I should give her freedom. Right? But then, I don't like this decision. Because the characters that I like the most, I don't want to lose them. I want to keep interacting with them. And I want to, hang out and get to know them. But also, the right thing to do is let them go. It's a really cool decision to make, and it sucks and it hurts. And that's the thing is you want to keep, but from a game design perspective, the people we want in the story, the ones we want to interact with, we have to keep them. So my desires as a person and my desire as a player of games I think we have to let her go. I think it has to be her. I want her around, but I think we have to let her go. Me? Why? Then the Gate Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well. Then under the watch of the 8 Scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Jodariel should be liberated. Should the Tempers prevail, the exile Ignarius shall go free instead. Then she turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate to strive alongside Jodariel and see her return in glory?
Who shall stand with her?
Obviously, my other two. Hedwyn and Dogboy.
Brookie,
No pressure, right, chum?
it is done.
The 8 Scribes accept your choices, reader of the Nightwings. Now, are you yourself prepared, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. Then let us begin. Nightwings. Been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Just try and stop me.
Commence.
Oh shit, they're singing while we play. That's cool. Oh shit, they have that fucking barrier thing. Come on, jerk. Pretty cool. The AI is like way less shitty now all of a sudden, which is cool. So this is Tariq and Celeste singing, right? Like, cause they're up above. Oop. Because they both have musical instruments too, right? I'm really curious about them. They seem to be like weird guardians of this place. Oop. Ah, crap. Oof, dunked on. Okay. Just want to get the fucking ball in there, but that guy was, there we go, was blocking it. There we go. Yeah, sprint jumping is a thing. Yep.
It was dangerously close.
Yeah, this is the first match where it's actually felt like I actually really have to play instead of just like learning a mechanism.
Edwin doused the adversary's flames.
And down to 50. You good for nothing, Nightwings. Damn it. I used to be the best. At this at least, but now, the pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. Ah, Moira. I doubt you'd recognize me anyway. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's a thing. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just adjusting something. Okay, cool. Here we go. Sorry, everybody. Okay. Come on, Nightwings. Let's see if you can keep this up.
The demon whom you face was once a man,
Well, yeah, so we're all of them,
long
right?
since tainted by the downside, or rather by his crimes. I suspect his penance is not yet. Empire shan't survive much more of that. Your victory's at hand.
Almost. Good try, Rookie.
Oh, poor Rookie.
Oop. I just passed it to him. Oops. All right, well, we got the whole team back now, so that's good. That's helpful. Can't catch me.
And there it is, at last. The Nightwings proved their worth. As for their adversaries, they did not. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus, the Scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
What a joke. We should have had this. Go, Rusty. You've been waiting so damn long. Damn it. Damn it. Nightwings be seeing you around, I guess, and next time you're not going to be so lucky. Now, I'm interested about the gameplay loop. Are you going to put me through the exact same, like, do I have to do a run through or I click all the different places? Like, is it the same gameplay again? Is this basically like a replay of what we did, or are we going to do it differently? I'm really curious. After all this time, she turns her gaze toward the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all of you to thank for this, for doing this for me. The life that I recall back in the Commonwealth was at times difficult, and I am much older now. I know not what I will find on my return. However, I know this. If that place is like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better. Oh, look at her little smile. For as long as I retain my strength and breathe. She disappears into the Shimmer Pool, a seldom seen celestial phenomenon linking the downside to the Commonwealth. Though you can hear her voice faintly now. Farewell then, reader, all of you, for now. May she return in glory.
Godspeed, Captain Jodariel.
Goodbye.
The 8 Scribes are ever merciful.
Amazing horns girl.
By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
So this is who we got left. Okay.
The 8 Scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours.
After your victory over the Tempers in the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon and decide how to proceed from there. I don't know what I'm going to do without her here. Ooh, this tune is good too. Well, look on the bright side, it's one less mouth to feed.
Madame
We'll see Jodariel again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. It's good because the beat is like kind of like a hip-hop beat, but there's this very medieval sounding like tavern fantasy RPG music on top of it. It's pretty good. I'm pretty into it. About that, reader, go see for yourself. The night sky over Mount Allodial is darker than you expected. Your thoughts are with Jodariel as you look towards the heavens. Bye, Blue Jay. Thanks for hanging out and being nice. All right, Heavens, what do you gotta say for yourself? Yeah, you search and search, but in vain. No stars are shining now. The stars revealed nothing, did they not? You confirm his suspicions. It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn. And when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. You find Hedwyn on his own after Jodariel's liberation. You sense straight away what's on his mind. The two of them are close through much of his life. He looks up at you, but his familiar smile is nowhere to be found. I'm sorry, my friend. I should be in a much, much better mood right now. It's just... I can't believe she's gone. Then he shakes his head. Listen to me. I'm talking like she's... He falls silent. You can tell he needs some time to himself right now, and you turn to leave. Wait, hold on. Don't leave me here just yet. First of all, my friend, thank you. I don't like to think of it in quite these terms, but out of all of us, I really hoped she'd manage to get out of here. She's been here the longest, not to mention I'd probably be dead 10 times over if not for her. What's more, maybe other than Volfred himself, I have a feeling she's really going to make an impact on this plan of ours back on the other side. Just the same, though, I'm going to miss her. You and Edwin share some memories of Jodariel for a time that it glows clear to you that he needs some time alone. Thanks again, my friend. I hope that one day all of us can meet again. Jody, she'd be happy on that day, I bet. It's very late now. You part ways after bidding each other a good evening. Oh, she left her throw rug here. Did you leave her items behind, or did we forget to unequip her? Yeah, she left it because she obviously doesn't need it. All right. Well, let's take a quick break here. Let's grab a drink and shake a leg, and we'll be right back with lots more of Pyre.